This is ABC.
Look at you.
This morning at Cole's spring sale,
There you go.
Catherine saved on some very attractive fashions for her family and her home.
Nice and soft.
And because she found everything she needed all in one place, Catherine was able to save one more thing at Cole's spring sale. A little time to enjoy something priceless.
You're looking at the state-of-the-art in cookware. Concentric Air by Wherever. Naturally, it's non-stick inside, but with Concentric Air, it's what's outside that counts. We call this a coined base. These little grooves are designed to move hot air equally across the pan's bottom and eliminate hot spots, so food cooks quickly and evenly. We call this controlled cooking, because whatever you cook comes out perfect. On both sides. Concentric Air by Wherever. We'll make you a better cook.
These cars seem pretty much the same. But the more you get to know Chevy Lumina Euro, the more you realize you get more car for your money. Like a bigger standard engine, standard anti-lock brakes, air conditioning, and more room. Lumina even has a higher resale value than Taurus. More car for your money when you buy it, more money for your car when you sell it. What else would you expect from the heartbeat of America?
Eyewitness News, the Chicago area's leading news, with Jim Rosenfield, Cheryl Burton, Brad Palmer, and Andy Avalos.
It was a train ride into disaster. Two CTA trains collide, dozens are injured and rushed to area hospitals. And tonight, investigators are trying to figure out what caused the Chinatown crash. Good evening, everybody. I'm Cheryl Burton.
And I'm Jim Rosenfield. The Chinatown crash happened just before 1 this afternoon. A parked CTA train is hit from behind by another train in a tunnel near Cermak and Wentworth. That tunnel just opened today. 36 passengers were injured when the two trains collided. They were rushed to area hospitals, although most of the injuries were not serious. Channel 7's Paul Mikey has more on the story.
Bam, it just hit us. Then after that, all I remember after that was people telling me not to move.
Otis Watson is in fair condition tonight. He's got some nasty back pain. Actually, though, he's pretty lucky. So are a lot of other people who were seated in a 4-car southbound CTA train that had come to a full stop in the tunnel, apparently waiting because of delays farther down the line. With little warning, a second southbound train rounded a curve in the tunnel and slammed into the parked train.
Well, if you ever been in a car automobile accident, impact was like that.
Some of the passengers on both trains were thrown to the floor on impact, but there are discrepancies over how fast that second train was moving.
I was thinking, wow, there goes my life.
Richard Dillon was on the second train, says it was moving better than 15 miles an hour, but the CTA and fire department say it was more like 5 miles an hour, given the lack of damage to the cars.
One train bumped the other train. The incident originally started out with 5 victims. Now we're up to plus 30.
The accident occurred about halfway into the new tunnel that connects the Howard and Dan Ryan lines. Because it curves, it doesn't have long-distance visibility. The female motorman in the second car, whose name has not been revealed by the CTA, said that she saw no red lights, had no warning that the train was parked ahead of her, and that when she finally saw it, it was too late to stop. But there are fail-safe systems that are designed to prevent what happened today. The second train should have encountered a red light, and that block signal system, if working properly, should have automatically stopped the oncoming train. Crews were examining it tonight, and the CTA says there's no evidence it malfunctioned.
Everything was ready. It's been operating since 3 this morning.
The injured in the Chinatown crash were taken to several area hospitals. Most of the injuries are considered minor, basically bumps and bruises. But as Paul Mikey mentioned, the 22-year-old man is in serious condition tonight at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. The victim is apparently suffering from back and neck injuries. Some passengers are complaining they were stranded following the collision.
We just sat there 15 minutes not knowing nothing. A conductor or somebody came through for CTA. Didn't say nothing. We was trying to stop him and ask him. He was too much in a hurry.
Passengers are also angry. Alternative transportation was not arranged after the accident. The CTA is not commenting tonight on the handling of the mishap.
Well, it may just be bad luck, but today's CTA mishap occurred as two new route changes were introduced. The north side's Howard line now connects with the Dan Ryan line on the south side, and the Lake Street line on the north side now joins the Jackson Park Englewood line on the south. The CTA is hoping the restructured lines will save about $3 million per year. Despite today's Chinatown crash, CTA officials say there will be no delays for the morning commute. The rail lines are already back to normal tonight. Stay tuned to Channel 7 tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for the latest on the Chinatown crash. This accident was just one of a host of problems for the CTA and its rail passengers today. Not one, but two fires broke out on CTA trains in separate incidents this morning. Thick smoke rose from the rails and flames charred an L train here at the Lake Street and Oak Park Avenue. At least one passenger was treated for smoke inhalation. CTA officials believe icy conditions on the track sparked this fire, which caused delays on the line for more than 2 hours. About 4 hours earlier, another passenger was slightly injured when fire broke out here under a southbound Lake Street train. It happened shortly after the train left the Cermak Road station on the near south side. Fire officials say a brake shoe came loose and dragged along the electrical third rail, triggering this blaze. Damage in the fire is estimated at $100,000 because the fire left one rail car damaged beyond repair.
Well, in other news tonight, 6 men are behind bars accused of committing a rash of gang murders on Chicago's South Side. These guns may have been used in the gang violence that spanned 3 days earlier this month. The weapons were confiscated yesterday from the trunk of a car on the city's South Side. And today, police announced the arrest of 6 men who may have used some of these guns to kill 3 rival gang members. On February 8th, Arlisha Davis is killed. The following day, Walter Rule is shot dead. And on February 10th, Jeffrey Rogers